For me, templates have changed the game. I was creating templates before I even knew they were templates. I just would set up things that every time I opened up my program, whether I was using Fruity Loops or Logic or Ableton, they were always there. I used to do it with my file organization and putting certain sounds together and having all those things in one place because I didn't even know how to set up the DAW the right way. But luckily now I use Ableton, and in Ableton 11 specifically, they make templates one of the easiest things for you to set up, and anybody can make one however you want to make one. When I open my very lonely, very boring desktop, I'm trying to get right to it. I might have an idea that I sprinted in here to make. There might be an artist who only has an attention span of about 5 minutes before they forget about the thing that they said they really liked. I need to get right to it. So if you'll notice, I go to click Ableton, and as soon as I click my DAW, the first thing that comes up is my main studio template. What's in my template? Why do I have it set up like this? What do all these things mean? Let's go through it one by one. Inspiration can come from so many different areas, but the one thing you can depend on is finding some new music or some new sounds that you can incorporate into what you're making is always gonna help you think in different ways and bring you down different paths. Listening to the same stuff every day and using the same tools every single day can be a great tool or a great challenge, but it doesn't mean it's the only way to start something. And if you're having trouble starting something, this is what I would do. The more I was able to find my blind spots, teach myself a thing or two, it got me to this point where next time I had a really good idea, I could accomplish that idea because I knew what I was doing. Whereas before I would get to these points and say, oh, I really want to do this with my song. I got to go hire an engineer. I got to go hire someone to play this instrument. Once I stopped having to hire people, I was able to do everything myself. Not only does that look better on the business end, but it's just easier when you have a lot of things flowing really fast to get it done when you know what you're doing. You can always hire someone to clean something up. You can always hire something to fix something. But when you have that spark, when you have that inspiration, it's a shame to have one little YouTube video or one little tool that you don't understand yet keep you from making the perfect thing. There's a lot of research teams behind every DAW that we're all using, and they're working super, super hard on every version to bring things into these programs that you don't need to go spend a bunch of extra money and go download a whole bunch of other things to use. They're built in and they're very useful. Ableton 11 specifically has some unbelievable stock plugins, and I'm not ashamed to say that some of these stock plugins that come right out of my DAW are doing more for my drum sounds and some of the things in my mix than the most expensive pieces of software that I've bought to produce with. One thing I think everybody needs to know about who's an Ableton user is the drum bus. Let's take a look at that. So really, all we're adding in is a bit of Foley. This is just a recording of some families at the beach, maybe some water, maybe some animals. You're not listening for anything specific or trying to put any specific word or sound in the beat. It's just the idea that we're somewhere. Let's hear what this sounds like by itself. I'm gonna take this sample and I'm gonna turn it down about 20 decibels. I know that seems extreme, but you're still gonna feel it. You're still gonna hear it. It's not gonna be in front of our introduction, but it's gonna be something that adds so much flavor to this moment when people first turn this song on. Let me show you what I mean.